The Detroit Lions proposed a rule, and that rule has been accepted by the NFL. Detroit amends Rule 15, Section 1, Article 1, to protect a club's ability to challenge a third time following one successful challenge. So if you get two challenges, if one of those challenges is successful, you get another one. You get a third challenge. You don't need to be 2 for 2.
I guess as long as you have a timeout, right?
As long as you have a timeout.
Yeah.
So if they give you another challenge, are they giving you a timeout back as well?
Well, yeah. If you have a successful challenge, you keep your timeout.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
So that sounds pretty reasonable, okay? Another rule change.
Lions are winning all the way around.
Absolutely. Another rule change that occurred, the drop hip. Or
the hip drop.
The hip drop
tackle.
Now, I don't get this one. Now, Bray, you could tell me. And we have a video of it, I think, of what a hip drop actually is. What's so bad about this type of tackle? It's like when they grab it around the waist of another player and you fall down to the ground and pull him down.
Yeah, because when you have the player surrounded by the waist, when you're making a tackle, in that you drop all your weight. Like, it's a skill to be able just to drop your weight in the exact position that it is. So when you're doing that, you're putting all the force of your weight on a leverage point. So a lot of times that's where you see knees that bend, or you see ankles that get injured,
hips,
or like
backs.
hips, things like
That's
that.
what happened to Tony Pollard 2 years ago.
Because now I'm tackling, and now like, it's one thing to dive and tackle or tackle someone. It's another thing when you're tackling them. You already got them secure, and then you drop all your weight on them. You can injure somebody.
Now, an offensive guy, you probably love this. A lot of the defensive guys hate it.
Yeah.
J.J. Watt was
That's
up in
another way
arms
you
today.
can't tackle a guy.
Like, all the defensive guys are saying, okay, what's next? Flags?
Right.
That drop weight tackle, man, like, look, I'm always in favor of the rules that help the game. Like, even when, like, I call it, I call it flag football, because they won't hit. They don't let the defense hit. So 100%, I stand with the game. But this one, they got it right. So many players get those little ankle injuries, those ankle
But how are you going to tell?
You said what?
It's a judgment call
How
most of the time.
I've been on the
No,
edge.
but I'm saying the referees don't even know what a catch is. Now you're going to give them an opportunity to throw a flag on a tackle.
Here's a perfect example. Can I say something real quick? And we'll do this next.
But you know what? That's a part of something. It's a part, just like the kickoff rule they're changing.
Yeah.
It's points. They want to see more points.
They do want to see more points. Absolutely. Games dipped down to 43 points a game, down from 49 points a game collectively on average. They want those points up a little bit. But, Mass, read this L'Jarius Sneed trade for a minute, because I want to correlate this to the hip drop.
L'Jarius Sneed, we've been talking about him. He was a phenomenal cornerback for the Chiefs. They took his franchise tag, $19 million. The Titans have picked it up. They made a trade with the Chiefs. They're giving him a third-round pick next season. They're swapping seventh-round picks as well. So L'Jarius Sneed now goes to the Titans. They are re-signing him now to a new deal, 4 years, $76 million. That was the holdup, I guess, with the Lions and other squads not trading for this guy. But he essentially went for a third-round pick.
Can I just – but no, it was – it was the money. It was the contract.
Yes.
That's what.
So you don't think he's worth it?
No.
Okay.
I don't think he's worth it. And I think it proves that unless you are a defensive lineman in the middle of the line on the defensive end, you cannot pay that type of money for a defensive back. Why? Just go to the hip drop tackle.
Right.
The referees, the game doesn't allow players to play defense. So you are essentially paying for nothing. You get flagged every time you put your hands on a guy back there. 5 yards, you jam him, you're getting flagged. Third down and 15. How many times have we seen it? Flag, first down. You're essentially paying $76 million for a guy that's not even allowed to play defense. I'm a big believer in that. Almost every game, in a big-time spot, and third down, big-time play, you're going to get the official throw a flag in a situation like that.
This kid's been great.
Look,
I don't know. Just wait. Just wait. Wait till he's not on the Chiefs.
No, I'm not going to just – well, I mean, he's still going to be damn good. Obviously, you have Chris Jones in the middle. He's still going to be damn good, though. Look, Ryan, you're paying wide receivers $31 million, $32 million. Justin Jefferson might sign for $33 million. They're making all that. They're the featured players now in the NFL. You better have some good DBs. Or you're going to be out here getting smoked like the Patriots were against the Eagles and Alshon Jeffries because they benched Malcolm Butler. You're going to get smoked, insert situation. Like, you better start paying in these good situations. Like Jalen Ramsey, that was another guy that got paid. Well, he and Aaron Donald, to your point, he helped win that Super Bowl for the Rams.
Yeah, he did.
His defense was locked down that season. So you got to have some guys on the outside because they make it easier. The more time that you can cover a wide receiver for is the more time Aiden Hutchinson has to get to the quarterback.
And
it's
vice
the more
versa,
side
though,
that DJ
too.
Reader has to get to 100%. But if you get to the court, I just think in this NFL, you gotta have some guys that can play that cornerback position. And we've seen,
you got to absolutely have guys that can play. I'm just saying.
19.9 is not. It's not back-breaking. I mean, it's a lot. It's a big tag, but 19.9 is what.
Well, Ryan, I guess, is saying if you pay him, you got to pay that guy and that guy.
Well, you're gonna have to pay them
and that
regardless
guy.
anyway.
You pay 4 guys on offense, 4 guys on defense, right?
Right.
Isn't that really what you do? And then everybody else gets what's left over.
Okay.
So,
So on defense, who you paying?
DJ
At the Lions right
Aiden,
now.
paying
DJ
DJ Reader.
You're paying
Reader didn't make
Carlton
much.
Davis at third. He's getting 14.
Reader ain't making much.
He's on 1 year.
Yeah, maybe you got to pay 6 on offense, 2 on defense in this team. I mean, but
And
just
rotating
as a
through.
general,
You got time on offense. The only guy you got to pay is Goff, and it's going to be.
Amon-Ra.
Oh yeah, he's going to definitely get paid.
Is that Biden? Oh, I thought it was Joe Biden.
It
Anyway.
might be.
It
might be.
Over there, man. Did you kill Bill Walsh?
But yeah, I mean, I just again, I'm not paying that kind of a money to a defensive back right now in today's NFL. I'm drafting. I'm developing.
I hope they find
you know,
one.
You didn't throw the other angle out there. Pause. Cam Sutton. Now the situation with Cam Sutton. Doesn't this make shouldn't the Lions? I don't want to play this shit.
He got cooked too. It's just a great reason not to go out there and pay some big time money. And I know $11 million a year doesn't sound like big money, but it's pretty decent money. $11 million a year.
But now you go from a trash secondary to you legitimately locked up. You got a 1 corner, you have a 2 corner, and you have young safeties. Like I don't know, man. They could have got from very suspect at that position. So now all of a sudden, you mean tell me you have Carlton Davis III and L'Jarius Sneed.
Talk
and then you
about a
got
perfect
Brian
team.
Yeah.
They would have had the perfect team
And
had
Amika
they
Roberts.
signed this guy.
I think the Lions have the best roster in the NFL,
They
top to bottom.
they probably
Right
do.
now, at this point, they have the best roster in the NFL.
They might.
They virtually, and you don't minimize the word virtually, they virtually have no holes. Virtually. Like, sure, they need another wide receiver. They could use another defensive back.
Are they better than the 49ers right now?
I think they are.
Okay.
I
Time
think
will
they
tell,
are.
right?
Yeah.
Brandon
Time will
Ayuk
tell.
is technically still a 49er, right?
Hey, the draft is only what here? 31 days away,
Yeah.
guys.
But the fact
Hey,
that
don't forget if you're gonna head downtown to the draft, you've got to download the NFL One Pass app.
Yep.
NFL One Pass. It is live now. You can register right now. It is free, but again, if you want to get in some of the different designated areas and stuff like that, you've got to register. So just wanted to put that public service announcement out there.